Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video on the channel. Today is going to be a quick video. Just want to go over the futures contracts, the NASDAQ, the DOW, the S&P, give you guys an update on the technicals after today's price action. Let's prepare ourselves for tomorrow and into the coming weeks. Let's make sure we know the key levels that we need to keep an eye out for. After that, I'm going to quickly go over, I'm going to throw in a position that I have for some long-term contracts that I am really liking and is working out beautifully right now. May have some more opportunity to the upside, so I wanted to go ahead and share it with you towards the end of the video. With that said, let's go ahead and jump into this. Press that like button, subscribe to the channel, and press the bell notification so that you guys know every single time that I post. All right, guys, so here on your screen is the NASDAQ. This is the 30-minute chart. I like the 30-minute chart here. It gives us a lot of detail of some key levels that we need to watch into tomorrow and into next week. So we had the fall, right? We're going to focus on the bottom here. Potential bottom, potential turnaround. Not quite sure just yet, but we're going to focus here right now. So we have this bottom, potential bottom here on the NASDAQ. We have the lows on Monday. We had that push on Tuesday, which gave up some of the move. However, on Wednesday, we created the higher low. That higher low was very important to me. I like to see that higher low that came in on the market. Now, Wednesday afternoon into Thursday morning to this morning, we got that very big push in the pre-market and a decent push during market open today. We went ahead and broke some very key levels in the after hours this morning, last night, and also this morning in intraday, during the market open. We broke some very important levels. So the first level that we broke in the after hours was right here, the 14,755. This was the high of Tuesday. We went ahead, broke that without much resistance there. So that is a check mark to the upside. The next level was 14,835. That's right here. That is Friday's highs. We went ahead and broke that, and you guys can see we actually retested it and held it as support. I like to see that. If I zoom in, I'll show you that real quick, and we'll zoom back out here. You can see we pushed up, retested that 14,835, and pushed off of it. Now, zooming back out so we can see this once again. The next level that we were watching was these highs from back on Thursday of last week. That is right here. That's around this 14,885. We went ahead, pushed above it this morning, pushed above it in the morning here. You can see we retested it, held above it, and then intraday today, after we pushed up, we started to fail here around 15,000 flat, that psychological level, 15,000 flat. We went ahead and we pulled back to this key level. So tomorrow, and as of right now, the most important level that I am watching on the NASDAQ is 14,885. That are these previous highs from Thursday of last week, and that is where we went ahead and held today. I'll go ahead and zoom in on this chart for you guys to see. Here's the 1 minute chart. Actually, you know what? Let's go to the 5. Here is the 5 minute chart over this morning and last night, and you guys can see that was the level that went ahead and held this 14,885. It's looking, I'm not loving the close today. However, I am not going to discount the opportunity of holding this level that we held this morning and that we held later in the day today. So moving into tomorrow, guys, NASDAQ, 14,885. If we hold that and push off of it, I think this is very bullish, and you're going to be looking for that 15,000 flat number. If you can get back above that 15,000 flat, then that is a bullish sign in my opinion. To the downside, support levels, 14,835 right here, and then 14,755. If I zoom out, you'll see why. Back to the 30-minute chart. Those are the previous highs that came in on this market. That is where you want to see that support start to step in. In the big picture, I would not be negative about this market falling back over a little bit. It definitely moved higher. There definitely is some layers down to the downside. That would still be considered a higher low and a higher high. So, even if we start to slip a little bit next week, I wouldn't, totally think that, okay, this market's coming right back down to the lows. It definitely has support to the downside. We're just going to have to keep an eye on these key levels on the NASDAQ. Tomorrow, if you are bullish, you definitely want to see this breakthrough 15,000 on the NQ. All right, guys, so if we go over to the ES, let's go ahead and do that very similar analysis here on the ES. We're going to look at the 30-minute chart, and then we're going to go ahead and zoom out a little bit. So the ES, I'm going to delete some of these lines, and I'll show you the importance of them in just a second. Here are the previous highs on the ES, 43.60. You have this 43.61, very close. You have these 43.77 area, and then you have this 43.88 area, and that is where we held today. So you guys can see previous lows, previous resistance. This 43.87 is the level that the S&P went ahead and held today. That was the highs of Thursday. That is pretty much identical to the level that the NASDAQ held. So here it is, guys. S&P pushed up pre-market, pulled back at market open, bounced off this 43.87, pulled back and held that 43.87 into market close. So very similar to the NASDAQ, 43.87 on the S&P 500 or 438 on the SPY. And then you have the highs of 442 up here that you want to see us break through. That level that we went ahead and failed today, I'm going to go ahead and clean this up for you. That level that we went ahead and failed today is the downtrend here on the ES. So you have this 4-hour downtrend right here that we started to fail today on the ES. So that is a little concerning. You definitely want to see us break above that downtrend. That would be the key breakout, I think, in my opinion, for this market to be somewhat unleashed to the upside. So we definitely have some levels to the downside to hold. If we go back to this longer term time frame, we definitely want to see the levels that we held today hold up. That is the 43.87. That is those previous highs. Those are some previous highs back here in, this is back in late September. And then you guys can see, if we go ahead and draw this green box here and we zoom back in, you will see that that is exactly where we held today. So key level tomorrow, 43.88. 43, just around 43.88 on the S&P. That is where you want to go ahead and hold. And then ideally for the bulls, a break of this downtrend. Finally, the Dow. I'll go ahead and zoom out here to the 20-day 1-hour chart. The Dow, actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and start with the 4-hour. Here is the Dow, guys, and you can see that the Dow is actually able to break above the downtrend. So that means the Dow is definitely outperforming in some sense. You have this 4-hour downtrend. You pushed above it today. If we pull back, that same level on the ES and the NASDAQ, that Thursday high, that is right here around 34,555. So if we get the pullback, that is the level I want to see hold. However, you can definitely tell on the Dow, we had some very nice outperformance today, breaking out of that 4-hour downtrend right here on your charts. So you have that 4-hour downtrend on the Dow. Here's the 4-hour downtrend on the ES, not quite above it. And then the 4-hour downtrend on the NASDAQ. I'll go ahead and draw that out for you guys right now. It is right here for you guys to see. So you can see the NASDAQ, being the one that fell the most into the last few weeks, is also the one that is not quite back up to that downtrend. So is there opportunity here on tech to get back to this downtrend? I think so. But we definitely have to be cautious of some of the levels that we talked about today. Make sure to pause this video. Make sure to have this video up next to your charts. Mark down some of the lines that we went ahead and talked about today. These are key levels that I think you guys should be watching for tomorrow to see if the tech market, to see if the overall market can go ahead and hold up. All right, guys, so we're going to go ahead and end this video off with the long-term play that I really love right now, working out great for me and some of the members, and that is AbbVie. AbbVie is a awesome stock, killer dividend, pretty much a staple in the long-term portfolio. And you guys know we got this big dip back in the beginning of September off some news about Xeljanz. Went ahead, stock dipped. It looks like you're starting to get bought back up. I went ahead and bought some January calls on this. I'll go ahead and pop them up on the screen for you to see. And I'm really liking the hold that we are seeing. Today was an awesome day for AbbVie, up about 1.42%. If I go to the last 20 days, you guys can see this thing is on a very nice uptrend right now, bouncing off the lows. There could be possible pullbacks coming. However, I love the uptrend that I'm seeing. I love the opportunity that AbbVie is presenting. I'm definitely adding this into my long-term, adding shares that I already have. I love this dip opportunity, and I'm going to go ahead and see if I can hold this thing out. My first price target on this is back to these highs around 113. The second price target, if we can get through that 113, would be this 118 level. So we'll see what this does. I just wanted to share this with you guys, a position that I'm in. I really like this opportunity on a rock solid stock like AbbVie. You know, a lot of people add this to their long term. It's a very big staple for some long-term dividend investors. So I think this thing will have some legs. I think the buyers will be there. And I am currently a holder of a January call option. So just wanted to pop that in real quick. If you guys like it, consider it. Of course, do your own due diligence. Don't just buy this because I have it. Just sharing with you guys some of the positions that I do have. All right, guys, so that is all that I have for you in today's video. Some very important levels on all of the indices, NASDAQ, S&P, and Dow. Make sure to be watching these levels tomorrow if you are in positions. If you start to lose those levels, we could start to see some bearishness come in. If you start to hold that level on the NASDAQ, on the S&P, that key level that we held right at close today, if we hold it, consolidate off it, and push higher, that could mean some very nice upside. AbbVie, long-term position. I'll keep you guys updated on that. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to press that like button, subscribe to the channel for some more videos, and I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.